Hey y'all, hey, welcome to the Battle Family Homestead. I'm Ashay, and we've decided to do the most with exactly what we have. One of the biggest things we do here on the homestead is preserving food for later. So we do a lot of wild foraging, which means that we come into an abundance of food during the spring and summer months. And in order to save that food and to build on our homestead pantry, we preserve that food and keep it in our pantry for later use, mainly throughout the winter. And hopefully to last us into the next year. We came up on a whole bunch of wild pears. I don't even know how many we have. Like we just have an abundance, and it's like isn't even all of them. We have a lot of pears. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to store our pears by like I did the wild plums. I'm going to store them in a simple syrup, which is just a syrup mixture of water and sugar, and is cooked down to thicken into a syrup. The reason why I'm using sugar instead of agave or any other alternative sweetener is because sugar is a natural preservative, just like salt. When you're preserving foods, it's either going to be sugar, salt, honey, vinegar, fermentation, or dehydration. And we actually have some apples that we are dehydrating that we also picked that the children ate most of before we had a chance to do any content on. However, we do have a lot of pears, so the first way we are going to preserve them is going to be in this sugar water solution. And here we go. All right, so in order to preserve these pears, the first thing we're going to need obviously is our fruit that we'll be preserving. These have been rinsed off. I didn't give them like a vinegar bath or baking soda bath because we got them straight off of the tree. Very little pesticides being sprayed, so it's not like out the store where you got to get that wax layer off or anything like that. As you can see, a pear from out the wild, it looks like a pear from out the wild. It's not pretty. They are delicious though. These are some of the very best pears that I've had in a while since the last time I picked pears off a tree. But just notice the difference between fruit that you get straight off of the tree and fruit that you get out of the store. The fruit out of the store, 9 times out of 10, is handpicked for the five. The what is it? The fives. So the fruits that are the most desirable, unblemished, no bug holes, no anything like that. And most of the time, you get that type of fruit because they're using pesticides, they're using waxes, they're using a whole bunch of things to keep these pristine looking fruits so that bugs won't even eat them because they're sprayed down with pesticides. So just imagine what we're eating when we are eating. So this is what a wild, naturally grown pear looks like. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop my pear into, I'm going to dice it into cubes. I'm going to add it to my jar, and I am going to make the syrup water, the sugar water syrup. And I'm going to add some clove, and ginger. And some cinnamon. You got it on clearance. So we water bath canned the jars for about 10 to 15 minutes. Try to make sure the water is covering the top or at least up to the rim of your jars. I already did these, and those were left.